second month of this year has already started. I'm guessing some of you listeners are thinking, OMG, I really need to start getting on my New Year's resolutions and my plans. We all know that old habits are hard to die, and and it takes some time, plus a lot of determination to break into a new habit on top of that. Now, the further you get from the start of any goal, the harder it gets for any of us to stay on track. But does that mean we have to wait for 2015 to come along to get back on track with our goals and resolutions that we've set up for the beginning of 2014? Simply because it's called New Year's resolution? Heck nah. Get on it right now. It's never too late. Now, don't start by reminding yourself why establish those goals while we listen to the first song. Go ahead. This is Michael Jackson with Man in the Mirror. That was Michael Jackson with Man in the Mirror. And you guys are now tuned into What's Poppin' with Brian Ju on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and its surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju, and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, here are ways you can get in contact with us. It's pretty simple. Send us a text to sharper pound 1013 for a charge of 51. We're live in the studio today, so that means give us a call at 02-778-1013. Hit us up on our Twitter at TBS What's Poppin'. Also about our open studio, this week we'll not be having open studio because we're setting up for a special open studio recording next week for Valentine's Day. So if you need more information or just want to let us know that you're coming by, send us an email to efmpoppin@gmail.com. Alrighty, with that said, we're going to get straight into Papa Verse. Now, you guys know with Papa Verse, I'm going to be dropping you some verses from some famous songs. I'm pretty sure you guys will figure it out about my thoughts on what I gave you at the very beginning of our show. So why don't you guys try and guess which songs I took the verses from? Check it out, y'all. Here we go. If you gave some thought to why you have set up, goals or resolutions, it would probably be along the line of wanting to better yourself or taking the next step to your dreams. Yes, it's important to develop habits that will make us a better version of ourselves and establishing goals to get closer to making our dreams come true. But I believe that it ultimately comes down to whether you gave up or not. Now look at Bill Gates. He's the richest person in the world right now, but he couldn't get money in the beginning at first with his first company, Data, which failed miserably. That didn't stop him from building the empire that he has right now. Now, you all know the story about Miss Oprah Winfrey and her abusive childhood, but not only that, she also was fired from her job as a television reporter because she was unfit for TV. And now she's one of the most iconic faces on television. And one of the most prolific filmmakers of all time, Mr. Steven Spielberg, couldn't get into the film school of his choice. Now, one of the greatest artists of all time, Vincent van Gogh, only sold one painting the entire time he was alive. And the founder of Rockefeller Records, Mr. Jay-Z, couldn't get signed to any record labels. But now, Forbes has estimated his net worth at $500 million. And I can go on and on about all the people who kept trying and never gave up. And they're huge these days. So whatever it takes that, for your dreams to go. So for whatever you're chasing after, I just want to tell you guys, keep trying. Don't quit because you're too legit to quit. Hey. That was MC Hammer with Too Legit to Quit. And you guys are now tuned into What's Poppin' with your boy Brian Ju on TBS efm 101.3. Right now, I'm going to go into Twitter comments because they're blowing up, of course. Let's see. Yoko Nara said, I'd like to request Gone by Kelly Rowland featuring Wiz Khalifa. Happy Monday, everyone. Well, keep that in mind. Hopefully it's a R&B track because that's what today is. It's Monday. You guys know what that means. We got Poppin' Groove set up for you guys. Shortly, of course, to send in all your requests. Make sure they are R&B soulful songs for today. Don't get confused. Wednesdays we do dance tracks, but today we're doing R&B tracks. Also, May Ann wrote, hey, Super Bowl dance, yay, woo! Seahawks go all the way, baby. Of course, y'all into the Super Bowl right now. All y'all in America tuning in to watch the Super Bowl. Of course, I can't be watching it right now. I'm in the studio trying to entertain y'all. Who else we got? We got, let's see. We're blowing up. Brian Ju Canada says, just goes to show how far perseverance and determination can take you. Glad to hear your energetic voice. All better. Well, I'm not 100% better yet. As you can see, I'm a little bit more raspier than, my usual days, but I'm trying to keep myself hydrated. I got my water with me right now. I have some lemon tea, too. Try to keep myself, drinking some fluids like you guys recommended. Of course, I already knew that, but it's just a hassle to try to make tea and coffee and all the good stuff in the morning when you live alone. Also, Serena Chong said, good morning, Brian G Music, TBS What's Poppin'. How's your Lunar New Year? Have a great week ahead. Thank you very much to everybody around the world. It's Lunar New Year was last week, so just want to say that to you guys. Happy Lunar New Year to everybody around the world. But right now, we're going to get to the next song. And since we're talking about dreams, goals, and never giving up and never quitting, because we know, you never know, what breakthroughs we're going to come up with, you guys. Sometimes other people's advice and encouragement can help us go on, but ultimately in the end, I think we all know that we need to trust our own gut and instincts. Basically, we got to look inside ourselves, trust the voice within, and find the strength that will guide our way. Just like the next song by Christina Aguilera. Check it out. The song is called The Voice Within. Alrighty, y'all. Y'all ready for Brian's tips to tip the scale? Now I want to drop some knowledge on y'all to tip your scale towards a better life by eating well, working out, and staying in shape. Now today we're talking about not quitting and continue to try and better ourselves. And I'm sure here's one that everybody is struggling with every day. I do it, and it's the snooze button. All right, now in the morning, when the alarm rings, it's very tempting to hit the snooze button and give ourselves extra minutes of sleep before we actually get out of bed. Now, here's the thing. We're not actually getting any extra sleep at all. It's actually doing us harm. Plus, it makes us groggier and lazier. If you ever notice, in the morning, you hit that snooze button, every 5 minutes, I do the same thing. I just get more miserable and upset having to wake up in the morning. But luckily, our internal alarm clocks are highly trainable. So here are a few tips I want to share with you guys to, better your mornings. All right, the first one is go to bed earlier. I know easier said than done, of course. But going to bed earlier will make mornings easier. Basically, what you're doing is you're shifting your REM sleep period to the deepest sleep period earlier so that it will be over by the time your alarm goes off, making it much easier for you to get up, keep adjusting little by little, 15 minutes earlier to bed every day until you reach your goal time. Alrighty, guys, actually, we're out of time. So I have more tips, but I'll share with you guys later. Maybe put it on Twitter or something. But we got to get to the next song, which is the last song for the first half of our show. Great song by Alexandra Burke featuring Neo. Since we're talking about good sleep, this is called Good Night, Good Morning. Welcome back to the second half of What's Poppin'. This is Brian Jew, and now it's time for Poppin' Grooves, filled with smooth grooves of R&B and soulful music. Now, you guys know feel free to send us a request. You can do that by sending us a text message to sharp or pound 1013. Each text will cost you 51. Also, you can hit us up on Twitter or send us messages, but better yet, we're live today, so please give us a call at 02-778-1013 and have a little chat with me. Send your requests, you know what I'm saying? But right now we're going to get to the first song for the second half of our show. You guys know the songs. We got to play some R&B tracks for you. Now, there's a lot of artists who are very active on the music scene that started off their career at a very young age. Now, most of them, like Justin Timberlake, Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, etc., the list goes on, begin their career in the entertainment business with a show. I'm going to say the show. Y'all know this. Love this show growing up. The Mickey Mouse Club. But here's another artist who started off a bit differently. Now, this artist had a father who had many connections in the music business, so at the age of 5, she recorded a single with the Hawaiian singer Don Ho. Then at age 9, she sang with Frank Sinatra, of all people, on the lawn of the White House. Then she released singles and started touring all around Europe, where she had a bunch of hits in Italy, Spain, Switzerland, and Netherlands. And I'm just talking about her early life, before graduating high school. But now she's a huge, talented singer. I'm talking about Nika Costa. Now check it out. This is Everybody Got Their Something. That was Nika Costa with Everybody Got Their Something. And you guys are now tuned into What's Poppin' on TBS efm 101.3. This is your boy, Brian Jew. Just want to remind you guys, today is Poppin' Grooves Day, so send in all your requests for R&B, soulful music. Right now, we're going to get to the next song. The next song is actually a request by Yoko Nara, of course, and it's a song that we all know this name, of course. When you hear the name, you're thinking songs like I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, and say my name. But of course, as much as Beyonce got her solo spotlight and all that, this young lady also has a solo spotlight as well. Unfortunately, she's not as big as Beyonce as a solo artist from the group Destiny's Child, but she is trying. She sounds beautiful. Honestly, she was my favorite member in the group. I'm talking about Miss Kelly Rowland featuring Wiz Khalifa with Gone. Wow, that was a great song. You guys know the original singer for that song was Joni Mitchell, one of the great artists of all time. And Janet Jackson also redid that song too. And of course, now Kelly Rowland. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone. Great song. Once again, that was Kelly Rowland featuring Wiz Khalifa with Gone. Now there's another artist that became very popular because you guys know earlier I was talking about the Mickey Mouse Club at young ages and all that good stuff. There was a song that was sung on a very popular audition program here in Korea. Now, a very talented young singer, Lee Hai, sang a song called Bust Your Windows by Jasmine Sullivan and brought some spotlight for this artist who got some soulful vibes, a bit of reggae, pop, jazz, neo-soul, and throws in a bit of a, doo-wop as well. And I didn't know, but apparently, she was a protege of rapper Missy Elliott. But Jasmine isn't only a talented vocalist, she also wrote songs for Christina Milian even before releasing her own debut album. And later on, she even wrote for other artists as well. Jennifer Hudson, Tamia, Monica, Fantasia, and the list goes on. And she's so heavily wired into the urban music industry, there are too many names that are associated with her. But that just makes, me more excited for a third studio album that she's doing right now. She's recording, coming out soon. But I'm talking about, of course, Jasmine Sullivan. So we got to listen to her song. And the song is called Stuttering. That was Jasmine Sullivan with Stuttering. Great song. You guys are still tuning into Poppin' Grooves right now with soulful music. That's why I'm playing tracks for you guys now. Make you feel good inside. Make you feel like, that's my song. That's what we're trying to do for y'all. Right now, we're going to go in some Twitter comments. Of course, let's see. Jade wrote, nice song. I loved it, and I'm happy for you, too. Happy for me? Well, thank you very much. I'm happy for you as well. Also, Maliana wrote, take a walk after dinner. Okay. I guess you guys are having your own little conversations on Twitter right now because it's like not connecting. Also, Brian G. Singapore wrote, happy Monday, Brian G. Music. I'm so tired after the long weekend in Singapore. I want to request Talking to the Moon by Bruno Mars. Thanks. Alrighty. Also, Carla Weatherill wrote, good morning, B. Hope you had a great weekend. Would you play Brian McKnight's Anytime? Thanks, muchie. Well, actually, Carla, you're in luck because guess what we're going to do right now? We're going to play your request. And that's what we're here to do. We're trying to make everyone happy. Think of me like the radio version of Santa Claus. Y'all give me your lists. I play it as long as you're good people. If you're bad, I won't play your tracks. Alrighty? So Carla Weatherill, this is for you. Brian McKnight, Anytime. That was the talented Mr. Brian McKnight with Anytime. Great throwback. I love that song. Great track. All right, you guys know already what time it is. It's time to wrap things up. But I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in again today. We're blowing up on Twitter and, of course, all the requests. And sorry if we didn't play your song today. Like I said, we try to play as many songs as we can. We go through the list, pretty much me, the writers, the producers. We look at the list and see what songs we can play for you guys in the short amount of time that we have. Unfortunately, we only have an hour programming. So sorry for that. But right now, I'm going to go over some Twitter comments before we wrap things up. Ebony wrote, what about calling people, people calling you Goofy, Brian? Will you play their songs? LOL. I hope you have a great day. Please stay warm, B. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, Goofy is okay, because I am Goofy. You're not lying about it. I'm just saying, if you're mean people, I'm saying mean like you cause crimes and you cause a ruckus in your neighborhood. Those kind of people, y'all, I'm not going to play your tracks. All right? Also, Carla Weatherhill just wrote, thank you, Brian, for being motivational and inspirational to all your listeners. Have a wonderful day. Well, thank you, Carla, for thinking that. I try my best to, try to keep everybody on their feet and keep going, hoppity hop. And I'm just glad that you enjoyed the song that we played for you, your request, of course. And we want to thank you once again, everybody, for tuning in. Now, it's so easy to call it quits, whether it be a difficult relationship or a simple change in habit. Now, even getting up in the morning without hitting the snooze button a couple times. And most of all, when it comes to your dreams. But here's a quote that I came across in honor of Black History Month by Harriet Tubman, which goes, always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. So my advice to you guys right now, do not quit and keep on trucking. And the last song for our show, great song. I love these two artists, and I just thought it was a great idea they got together to make this song. And it's Mr. Usher featuring Alicia Keys, of course. And the song's called My Boo. But don't be sad, y'all, because I'll be back tomorrow. This is your boy, Brian Jew, signing off. Peace.